Alright guys, what's going on? It is SHX Deuces, and this is my first ever character guide for One Piece Burning Blood. It is basically just me telling the backstory and a couple of cool tricks I figured out with certain characters. And today's character is my personal main on Burning Blood, Sabo, or Sabo, however you guys would like to pronounce it. Anyways, this right here is a table of content, so basically the first part's gonna be me talking about Sabo's backstory, his story, how he's related to Luffy, why he's an important character, yada yada, that's it. I'm gonna put little times and stuff to tell you guys where to skip to if you just want to see combos for either the 3000 grade or the 2500 grade, and then also the outro. So anyways, I hope you guys all enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys next time. So we first see Sabo as a child. He's introduced as Ace's best friend at the time, where Ace and Luffy were living in the same foster home, and Ace wanted nothing to do with Luffy. But this quickly changed as soon as he was captured by a pirate captain who was interested in where Sabo and Ace's treasure cove was. And no matter what the captain would do to this little 4-year-old Luffy, Luffy would not tell him the location, thus making Ace and Sabo realize that Luffy is a good man. He really wants to be their friend, and they go to save him, and everything's happy ever after. They truly become brothers by exchanging cups of sake, and we see Sabo become kind of the mediator between the other two brothers, as Luffy's always doing stupid shit and Ace is always reprimanding him, and Sabo's always like, hey, just calm down, he's just, a kid, just calm, just relax, Ace, don't be so mean to him. And we see their relationship continue like this for a long time until, of course, tragedy strikes. What we didn't know about Sabo is he came from a royal family. He is of royal bloodline. Basically, I mean, honestly, a lot of people could tell this, though, as he was, a little kid wearing, nice clothes and a fucking top hat. Meanwhile, Luffy and Ace were wearing tank tops and shorts. So, it was kind of shown to us beforehand, because you know how Oda loves to just, hint that shit beforehand. But, either way, he is of royal descent, and they wanted to bring him back to the Goa Kingdom before, they incinerated the Grey Terminal. Now, of course, this put a lot of stress on Sabo, as he wanted to save Ace and Luffy, but no matter what happened, he just couldn't really save them. Of course, in the end, Ace and Luffy were saved, and Sabo was just like, I'm not gonna stay in this royal kingdom, I am going to leave. I wanted to wait till later, but I'm just gonna leave now. So, at the age of 8, Sabo leaves the Goa Kingdom, but he doesn't get too far, as when he was leaving, a celestial dragon was coming in, and the celestial dragon blew up little Sabo's boat. And it was just an extremely sad moment, because he was believed to be deceased at the time. But, gladly thanks to Luffy's actual father, Monkey D. Dragon, and the Revolutionary Army, Sabo was saved and ended up getting raised by the Revolutionary Army. But he did have amnesia, so he didn't remember Ace and Luffy for a long time, until the newspaper headlines of Ace's death. But around this time, he was so well trained by the Revolutionary Army, and is such a versatile character, that even before he went to Dressrosa and got his Flame Fruit, he was already the second in command of the Revolutionary Army. After that, he basically, when he sees his brother's headline about his death, he remembers everything about Luffy and Ace, and just starts sobbing until the end of time, because no matter what, he couldn't do nothing to save him, because he didn't remember, and he feels a lot of guilt over it. But now he says he still has one brother left, and he's going to make the best of it, as he will literally disobey orders. He will disobey anyone just to help out his brother Luffy, which is awesome to see, that Luffy has such a powerful ally on his hands, and it's his own brother. So, we see Sabo in Dressrosa taking the spot of Lucy, in the tournament, or the Coliseum tournament, and he ends up becoming the new owner of the Flame Fruit, which to everybody, honestly, I think everybody felt he deserved it because he is carrying on Ace's will. And it was just an awesome moment, great to see. And from then on, he continued to battle with Jesus Burgess, who kept trying to attack both Sabo and Luffy, and just throughout the whole Dressrosa arc, just stay as an extremely good ally for the Straw Hat Pirates. But we see in the manga, I'm going to go up into the manga, so if you guys haven't read, go ahead and skip towards the comic tutorial. Basically, the Revolutionary Army and the Blackbeard Pirates are at war with one another, and we do not know the current whereabouts of Sabo because Baltigo got obliterated by the Blackbeard Pirates. Anyways, let's move on to the combos and whatnot with both 3000 grade Sabo and 2500 grade Sabo. Alright, so basically how you're going to want to use Sabo is honestly just whichever way you want to use him, because Sabo is truly the complete character, as he has literally almost every tool at his disposal. His ability is Logia, but it can also work just like Marco's ability, and also works as Haki. Every single one of, actually almost every single one of his abilities has Haki, as the Dragon Claw is a Haki move, and Dragon's Breath is also Haki. The only non-Haki move being Flame Fist, but the 2500 grade, his L1 triangle, which is Flame Fist for this Sabo, is Haki for the other Sabo. So basically, an extremely good move you'll see a lot is just a regular combo, and then the Fire Fist right after. Now this is especially good because the previous owner of the Flame Fruit, Sabo's own brother Ace, cannot do the Fire Fist in the air. Sabo can only do the Fire Fist while standing, which adds just a whole level of new shit for Sabo, because he can just be jumping up in the air, and it's also delayable too. That way you can just jump up in the air, and right before you land, bam, Fire Fist, you know. And much like Dracula Mihawk, his Dragon's Claw works similarly to Mihawk's, I think, L1 Circle, where it just leaps him across the map and does an attack. Of course, Mihawk's is more OP and has a lot more range, but this is still good for covering quick ground. Not that he needs it though, since his ability move is the same as his brother's Ace, and it lets him just basically fly across the map right to his opponent. Extremely good move is when you're dashing at them and you press square, you do that, you can cover that with a, okay, she just wants to teleport. Okay, let me get a little bit of distance. There you go. Easy damage, and it's extremely quick, so if they're like about to attack you with a range attack or something, just sweep them off their feet, bam. Okay, it doesn't want to work 2 times back to back. Sweep them off their feet, bam. Just simple stuff, simple little things. It also works with Dragon's Breath, bam, add extra damage to that. I really can't think of anything else to really tell you guys. He's just an all-around exceptional character. I honestly can't think of any other character that I would like to main other than Sabo. Just his using the Flame Fist after the combo adds for some great pressure, because you never know when he's gonna do it and when he's not, so they'll be second doubting themselves and whatnot. Of course, his awakening, just like practically every other character, he doesn't have an OP awakening like his brother Luffy, but he does have an extremely easy combo cancel. Right before the Dragon's Breath, just press R3, and you are just guaranteed to hit. He's soul kick. Just very easy combo cancels. Just Sabo is honestly the perfect character. Lots of flukes, very gimmicky. And yeah, that's about all I can really tell you about 3000 grade Sabo. Let's move on to 2500 grade. As we are now going to move on to 2500 grade Sabo, immediately you're going to notice that he has no Logia abilities. That is why he's cheaper. But if you play this game a lot, you'll realize that any bit of grade you can save will really help you out in the end. towards, you know, putting it towards another character, putting it into a good support. Just saving grade is what you're gonna want to do, and I think this Sabo is extremely efficient for the price. So basically, he switches out his Fire Fist for This Is Getting Fun, which is a 3-hit move that ends in a hockey hit, which is extremely good because of course it breaks Logia guards. But it also provides his basically his main way of damaging people, which is an easy combo cancel. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do the L1 triangle. Look at that juicy Lucy damage. Now I'm gonna just show you guys the regular combo to compare damages. That way you guys see how obviously how much damage it has. You see how little that is? There's honestly no point in doing that combo, especially because there's no Fire Fist now. So there's no, without the Fire Fist, there's like no way of adding pressure, and it's honestly kind of worthless. And I do know people that like this Sabo better simply because they like the fact that he does a lot more damage this way. Like he switches out pressure for just damage there and then, which makes a lot of sense because why wouldn't you want damage, you know, there and then? So with this Fire Fist gone though, you're gonna have to replace both his cancels beforehand with Dragon's Breath and the sliding attack with the L1 triangle, which requires a bit of practice with the timing. So basically what you're gonna want to do is, let's try out the Dragon's Breath first, wait a bit, and then sometimes, most of the time, you're not going to be able to hit the full 3 hits because, you know, it's burning blood being burning blood. But when you do hit the 3 hits, man, the damage is just swell. We're going to go ahead and try it with Dragon's Breath. Yeah, most of the time, it's not going to go to full 3 hits. I don't know why, but I have hit the full 3 before. Other than that, everything's the same. Dragon's Claw, that's the same shit. His Logia move is, like, you can use it, but I honestly don't recommend it as it's not as useful as his Logia one, and it is extremely punishable. I would honestly just suggest only using it if, I guess, someone's Kizaru spamming you or something like that. Just, like, do it towards the side because you can't do Dragon's Claw towards the side, I believe. Let me try doing it. Now you just go straight at him. So if you're trying to attack him, go with Dragon's Claw, but if you're actually trying to evade, go ahead and, you know, just whip it towards the side or whatever. Oh yeah, probably one of the most important things, again, not an overpowered awakening, but his freaking ultimate has so much range. Here, let me show you guys. That hit her, and look at how far she was from me. I was around right here, and she was all the way over here. And yes, you can combo cancel that. Let me go ahead and try and get my, yeah, put that shit up. Yeah. There we go. It's the same combo cancel as it would be for the combo. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. And go ahead and combo cancel. And there you go, massive damage. Basically that's all I can really say for Sabo. Just basically get your timing straight with the This Is Getting Fun, and he will be an extremely versatile character for, you know, on a budget too, because now you have saved 500 grade from the other Sabo. Guys, so that was all I had to tell you guys about the 3000 and 2500 grade Sabos. I hope you guys all enjoyed the battle guides, backstory, and combo tutorials and all. If you guys have something that I didn't mention in the video, be sure to mention it in the comment section down below. I want this to be helpful to anyone that's viewing. They can look in the comments and be like, oh shit, hey, there's a certain weird way to do a combo or something like that. And then also it'll be helping me out too as a Burning Blood player. So, you know, just trying to make it this community as friendly as possible, because as you guys know, most of the anime community is just a bunch of weeaboos that think they're at the top of the food chain, when I'm just trying to sit over here, just be chill, and, you know, just make my little videos. Anyways, yeah, this is SSX Deuces, and I'll talk to you guys next time.